Well, good afternoon. We've just visited the East Bridgeford Garden Centre, which is dog friendly, to have a little look around the Christmas decorations display. Absolutely heaving in there today. There is also a vet here, it's a Never Sports, a pet shop, I think it's a shoe shop.
All totally dog friendly as well.
Yeah, and it's all completely dog friendly. Excuse the sat nav telling us where to go. So we're now heading for a pub stopover. So we'll see you when we get there. Well, here we are. We've just arrived at the Dog and Doublet, which I think is near Kingsbury Water Park. We've just passed the camping and caravanning club site that's just nearby. Bit of a potholy, narrow entrance and gravel car park. A couple of vans there. Well, us and one other. And a big RV down at the bottom. Yeah, I think that. And then this is the pub. So we're just going to, the pub is on the canal, so we're just going to the canal, give Rio a bit of a run before we go in to eat. On a Saturday they do English food from midday till 5 p.m, and then from 5 p.m. until 8 p.m. it's Chinese. So we're going to opt for the Chinese option tonight, so that'll be interesting to see what that's like. But it's just having a little bit of a run. So you can see here it is just on the canal as well. It's right next to a little lock as well. I think if you walk along this bit of the canal, eventually it gets you to where the water park is, and then there must be walks that we can do around the water park as well. Rio's just having a good old sniff. Somebody's desperate to go in for a swim. She keeps looking, but we've managed to resist so far. Could do without a wet dog in the van tonight. Well, it's beginning to get a little bit dark, but it's a nice little walk on the canal, yeah, just to stretch your legs.
Very little, nice stretch, isn't it, right next to the pub with all the boats moored and the locks.
Yeah. So we'll just finish this little walk, go in the van, feed her, and then we shall go in the pub and feed ourselves. We're in the pub and I've got a pint of Moretti's. I think, what have you got?
I think I've got a pint of Bolt Maker.
Timmy Taylor's bowls. Yeah. And Rio has settled down into her position. It's not too busy at the minute, staff are really friendly, and we're going to try the Malaysian menu. So for starters, we've ordered the sesame prawn toast and some spare ribs to share between us.
Thank you.
Thank you, thanks.
It's okay?
Lovely, thank you, it's great.
Yeah, thank you.
So that's it. And the ribs.
I've got the Malaysian one pot lamb curry with naan and rice.
And then this is my shredded chilli beef with egg fried rice.
Looks amazing.
Well, we had a really nice night here at the Dog and Doublet. The food last night was amazing, wasn't it?
That Chinese, the best Chinese I've had in a pub ever. In fact, it was better than the takeaway.
Yeah, their chef, I think, is Malaysian because his speciality is Malaysian food.
It's all cooked fresh. It's all produced fresh on the premises. It's not like brought in. It's all.
Yeah.
Because I was chatting to the landlady, and he came out personally. Came out, didn't he? The actual chef came out to us and asked if everything's all right. Fantastic food.
Yeah, it was really nice. The sesame prawn toast was homemade. It's not like the little triangles that are bought en masse. It was really nice. Can't say any more. You can see we're the only one left here. I think the RV at the bottom is a permanent fixture here. And you can probably hear in the background the noise of the motorway. That is all night, but from in your van it is just a very faint hum. So it doesn't disturb you. And other than that, there was no other noise at all. There's the pub in front of us, and then you just go down to the side of the pub to get to the canal. So we're just going to take Rio for another quick walk on the canal, and then we're going to be off on our way. Lovely morning actually, to walk along the canal this morning. I believe this is I've not heard of this one before, the Birmingham and Fazeley, I can't remember, I'll put the name in later, canal. And so the direction we're walking now is towards Birmingham itself. But we're not going to go that far this morning. We're just going to have a little wander, mainly to stretch our legs and give Rio a bit of exercise and run. Could do without her getting wet today, so it's Operation Keep Rio Out the Canal. Don't know how successful we're going to be with that.
Birmingham Airport.
Oh yeah, plane probably won't pick it out on this. So we're not that far from Birmingham Airport. So it's the M42, which I think is the motorway that's running near us. What we did notice on the drive in was a lot of the HS2 works going on around here. There's some across there as well. The controversial HS2. Little staircase lock up there. But I think we're about to head back now, aren't we, to the van? So I think nice as it is to walk along here, perhaps walk a lot further.
Could do.
We need to move on, I think, don't we?
We need to get down to Ludlow before it gets too dark this time of year.
So
lovely though.
We're going to head
Lovely,
back.
beautiful stretch of canal.
It is. So there's a few narrowboats towed up, or moored up, shall I say, by the pub. You can see the pub just up there, the brick building, and some benches outside. I should imagine in the summer this is a really nice place to sit by the canal and have a drink and watch the world go by. Bit of a shame that we haven't seen any narrowboats on the move. I do like watching them go past, but there's been no movement today. But I'm guessing people...
It's quite early for boat movement, really.
Well, it's like quite early, but also I think maybe people have hunkered down for a couple of days because the storm, Claudia, came through yesterday or the day before. But all in all, I'd recommend this one if anyone wants to have a pub stopover in the West Midlands. Convenient for the NEC. On a canal, nice for you walking your dogs, completely dog friendly pub. You can't go wrong, big car park. So the only problem really, I suppose, is a little bit of the noise from the motorway. Pub food was good and reasonably priced. And things, I think the pints of beer were quite expensive. They must have been around £7 a pint. Because the meal cost us £76. Now it was 2 starters, 2 mains, and then 3 beers. So when we worked it out, I think it was £21 for the drinks roughly. So a little bit pricey, but really good, really enjoyed it. And now we're off and we're going to head towards Ludlow, I think. arrived in Ludlow. Riverside car park was flooded, so and it is really narrow, tight roads to get down to there. And we've come to the Gelderford Road parking. It's on Searchforsites. It is free on Sundays. We're here on a Sunday. Otherwise, you have to pay for however many bays you use. Doesn't say anything that you can't overnight here. So we'll probably give it a go, but we'll have a... But there is the thing. So vans and motorhomes permitted, daily charge supply, pay for the amount of bays you use. And free on Sundays, and even then it's only 40p an hour, maximum daily charge £3.20. It is really unlevel car park, so difficult finding a level space. But there's a few here. You'll see here we've managed to get a bit of an overhang at the back, so we're not too bad tucked in. There is a couple of bits down there that we could have taken up double bay, but they are quite at an angle. But fairly quiet, so I think with it being a Sunday afternoon, I think we're going to be okay here, and we'll be gone really early in the morning, so should be fine.
Up there open.
Nice little church. Clearly where the bells are coming from. So we've just come into the Church of St Lawrence. It's welcomed by a couple of members of the parish, and church is free to look round. It normally has a cafe that's open, which is worth remembering. The place is also dog friendly. They're quite happy for Rio to come in with us, and they have given her a biscuit as well. And said although the cafe and shop is shut, we're quite welcome to have a wander around and have a look at the church. So Prince Arthur was the eldest son and heir of King Henry VII. In 1492, he became Prince of Wales and spent some time at Ludlow Castle as the titular head of the Council of Marches. And this is where his heart is buried, or close to this spot. Beginning to pack away, but it looks like a little antiques market on here.
Ooh, teddy bears.
Just been in the old bakehouse and had coffee and cake, so that was quite pleasant. Just gonna have a little wander around Ludlow a bit more before we head back to the van, I think. It's a shame, the only thing is Sunday a lot's closed. Oh, morning. It's a bit of a chilly morning we've woken up to this morning, isn't it?
The Arctic blast come down, definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
3 degrees.
Well, that was a quiet night in the end here last night. In the van, around about 7ish, we heard some ewes running up and down the car park.
Yeah.
But they didn't bother us, they were just ewes mucking about. But after 9 o'clock it had gone deathly quiet, hadn't it?
I think the weather might have helped because it did get cold, didn't it? But yeah, that's fine, no problem.
But yeah, so we've been fine here all night. It's now just before 8 o'clock, so we're just going to leave because after 8 o'clock you need to start paying. We're going to head up to another place on Searchforsites, which is just literally about a mile away, which is a pub that we could have stopped at last night if we wanted to, but we were here settled in the car park after our little wander around Ludlow, and we're going to see if we can get breakfast. But Ludlow's all right, isn't it?
That's pretty, quite a pretty place, yeah.
Yeah, I think Sunday's not the day to visit it. I mean, there was the antiques market on, but that was just closing up as we...
We didn't get there until quite late, did we?
Yeah, so the antiques market was just closing up. There were a few shops open, so I did wander around them. We managed to get into one cafe that was dog friendly. I think all the other ones were shut, which is a shame. There is the castle to look round, but it was getting late. I think it was about 4 o'clock by the time we'd finished looking around, and it was dark and getting cold, so we thought we'd head back to the van. But yeah, nice little place. Sure.
Where we parked in this car park, no TV reception, but we streamed everything. But, no
oh yeah, so we could get internet but no TV. But yeah, so we're going to head off and see what we can find now. Well, just if you're interested, that was the Squirrel pub that we were going to, that is on Searchforsites for a pub stopover. It's a Marston's pub. It said on the website it had a breakfast menu, but when we got there it was shut, and
doesn't open till 11.
It doesn't open till 11, so I don't know whether that was just a standard Marston's group menu I was looking at rather than the one for the pub. But it is a big car park if anyone ever does want to use it for a stopover. There's a little petrol station, co-op,
Laundry.
and a little one of those Revolut laundry type things there, so quite handy little place. But yeah, so we ended up staying in the car park, and I made salmon and cream cheese bagels, didn't I, for breakfast?
Very nice.
And now we're going to go off on a little bit of an adventure and then eventually head home.